There is some interesting research out this week that says around 50% of North Korea's missile program is being funded by their cyber criminal activities. Now, this is interesting because I feel like there's often a disconnect between the work that we do, the prevention work, why we're doing it, and some of those real world long-term implications. So it might not necessarily be surprising, but I do think it's something that we should highlight and be talking more about. The key issue that our analysts are covering is that a Russian malware operator has been indicted by the US. Now, this person's behind Hive, Lockbit, and Babook strains of ransomware. There's a $10 million award. So the US are obviously sending a message that we're not going to let people like this just get by. There's some accountability. And that reward may actually sow some distrust or provide some motivation for people in that community. Now, there is obviously some real difficulties in bringing people like this to account, given that a number of states will harbour people like this and give them safe haven. But it is an interesting message to show that when we know who you are, we are going to come after you. One other thing to cover this week, there is a new strain of malware called Ducktail, which is targeting HR and marketing managers in particular, with the goal of taking over social media accounts. So again, kind of another thing that people in the wider business outside of security or people who might normally be thinking about it need to be aware of. There's quite a lot more going on this week, so check out the newsletter on the Orpheus website to get more detail on other issues and more detail on the ones that I've just mentioned.